good. No. All right, hi and welcome. Glad you're with us on a Monday morning, and we are here in the TFNB studios and loving it on a Monday. John Morris Show, Garrett Ross, Brandon McGinnis, and Corey Dickman behind the scenes, and welcome to you on a Monday. Coming out of a hugely busy weekend in Baylor athletics and athletics in general. It was also, and Friday we were just a little discombobulated timing-wise, and that was my fault, but we didn't do birthdays or anniversaries on Friday, and we neglected to mention it was Garrett's anniversary this weekend, Saturday, right?
So I'm trying to think. No, that we had Anna's birthday was this weekend. I had the anniversary the week prior. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on.
All right, that's right, because all of yours are kind of packed in February, March. That's right. So it was Anna's birthday.
Yes, she turned 40.
Oh, the big. You're saying
40.
the age. Okay. And y'all had big plans on Sunday, right?
So, yeah, we were going to go to Dallas. And what we ended up doing, because her parents, or she went out with her sister and her mom all Saturday. So we hung around and actually explored Waco. I've never really explored downtown. Like, I know I've heard there's a lot of cool stuff here. I just never have. And we went and explored it. Vintage Mayo. I don't know if you have been into this record store off 6th Street, J-Mo.
I know it's there. I haven't been in it.
You need to go.
Really?
I'm talking, I saw your Earth, Wind, and Fire. And all of your stuff is in there. You
all
need
vinyl?
To go.
They got all vinyl?
It is ridiculous. It is it's the coolest store in Waco I've ever found.
Wow. What's the name of it?
It's called Vintage Mayo. It's on 6th Street. You've got to go check this out.
No, I know right where it is. I've seen it.
But yeah, no, so we did that. We hung around, went to Zook's. But no, we had a really good time.
Nice.
Man.
Very good.
It was awesome.
Very good. Well, happy birthday late.
Yes.
We'll just extend the birthday.
That's all we got to do is extend.
But happy birthday to her. So busy weekend, and was leap year. I guess you call it leap year weekend, right?
Yep.
And I know a couple of people whose birthday is the 29th. One of them, a lot of you know, is Sammy Citrano. His birthday is the 29th. So his birthday, and that one you really do celebrate on 2 days. Celebrate on the 28th and then March 1st. And Larry Groth, former city manager here in Waco, his birthday was on the 29th also. So we'll get to more birthdays coming up in a bit, but I wanted to make amends for missing Anna, Garrett's wife, on Friday. We are brought to you, as always, by the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank. And here's what we have coming up in the hour. We'll wrap up the weekend in Baylor athletics, including the Baylor women. They lost to TCU again, 5th straight loss for the Baylor women to TCU, and this one cost them a shot at a share of the Big 12 championship. TCU is just, they are number one, clearly number one in Big 12 women's basketball right now. They won over Baylor yesterday, 65-53 was the final score, and Baylor finishes tie for second place. They'll be the number 3 seed in the Big 12 tournament. As such, being one of the top 4 seeds, they'll get a double bye. So Baylor will open the Big 12 tournament on that glass floor in Kansas City on Friday. So they get a couple of days here. But you could, man, if you saw the post game or listened on our broadcast on the Baylor Sports Media Network yesterday, you could just hear the disappointment in their voices for Coach Collin and the players. I think it was Dariana Littlepage Buggs and Talia Scott who came into the media room, and Buggs was fighting back tears, and you could tell there had been some tears. Very disappointing for them to lose to TCU, lose out on a shot at a share of the Big 12 championship. Here is Coach Collin post-game after the loss to TCU yesterday.
Congratulations to TCU. Great crowd today. Awesome environment. Awesome for the Big 12. I think that the thing that's so special about that team is that they have a Batman and a Robin, and you don't know which is Batman and which is Robin on any given night. And, when one is struggling, the other steps up, and then vice versa. And so I thought, I thought Suarez hit so many big shots to kind of make it so hard to guard. But I was really proud of our second half effort. Only losing the second half by 1. I thought we competed at a high level. We turned them over. We did a lot of good things in the first half. And so, it certainly isn't the feeling we want at the end of the day. But I thought we competed at a high level and turned it into a pretty good basketball game.
There you go, Coach Nikki Collin from post-game yesterday, Baylor and TCU. That closes the regular season. Certainly the Baylor women are headed into the NCAA tournament. They'll get a good seed, but they'll finish out of the running for a possible Big 12 championship. TCU, Big 12 women's basketball champions for a second consecutive year, and sole championship. They don't have to share it with anybody. So that was yesterday. The Baylor women falling to TCU up in Fort Worth to close the regular season. Now it's on to the Big 12 tournament. The seedings are all set, and the first round matchups are all set now for the women's tournament that begins on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Tuesday. Let me dig that out for you. So the seedings, TCU's the number 1 seed, West Virginia the 2, Baylor's the 3, Oklahoma State is the number 4 seed, Texas Tech is 5, Colorado 6, Iowa State 7, Utah 8, then BYU 9, Arizona State 10, KU 11, K-State 12, Cincinnati 13, UCF 14, Arizona 15, and the University of Houston 16th seed in the women's tournament, women's Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. We've also talked a lot about and kind of hinted about the that glass floor and all the things it can do. There's some video out there now of them putting the floor together at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Have you seen that, Garrett?
I've not seen this yet. No.
So look, I think it's under Big 12 conference or maybe Big 12 basketball. But there's some pretty cool video of them piecing the floor together. And I guess they're just like LED sections, like a big video board. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
And they plug them in and piece them all together. Is that what it looks like?
That's
to
what
you?
it looks like. Yeah, it's a bunch of LED sections.
Yeah. And they're going to play. They're going to bounce a basketball, and they're going to run up and down on that too.
It's like a big grid almost.
No, isn't it wild?
Yeah, that's wild.
But there's got to be something a little harder surface on the top surface, because they'll be running on it and playing on it. Although, think about the video board at McLean Stadium. That's got a pretty hard exterior also, just because of the weather it has to endure. But pretty cool. Look that up. Big 12 Conference. Is that where it is? Big 12 Conference on X.
Big 12 Conference.
Yep. And you'll see that video of them putting the floor together there in Kansas City. All right. Otherwise, from the weekend, the Baylor men back from Orlando. Big win for the Baylor men over UCF. 87-86 was the final score. This was a UCF team that was really surging. They were coming off a 15-point win on the road over BYU. They had won 3 straight. They had their 20th win of the season, that BYU win. They were sitting at 20-7, and very much in the conversation for an NCAA tournament berth. And to be quite honest, Johnny Dawkins, their head coach, the former Duke standout, is getting some love for maybe Big 12 Coach of the Year. This was a team that was picked 14th in the preseason, 14th, and they're sitting in, I don't know exactly, 5th, 6th place right now. But Baylor went into Addition Financial Arena and won over UCF by 1, 87-86. It was a game of a lot of twists and turns. Baylor came out shooting the ball really well, shot it really well in the first half, built as much as a 15-point lead and led by 14 at halftime over UCF. But you knew a run was coming, and certainly it did. UCF started the second half on a 16-4 run, and all of a sudden it was game on. Then Baylor opened it back up again. UCF made another run, and in the final minutes, really tied the game at 86 apiece. Baylor had a possession, 3.4 seconds on the clock. They call a timeout, set up for the inbounds play, and then UCF uses its final timeout. Baylor back in the huddle changes its inbounds play. And on the inbounds, Isaac Williams gets an inbounds to Obi Agbum. He puts up a three from the right side, and he's fouled. The shot was not good, but he was fouled. So he goes to the free throw line, now 1.2 seconds on the clock, and 3 free throws because he was in the act of shooting a three. Missed the first one. All right, drama increases. Hits the second one. So Baylor's up by 1, 87-86. Third one, and this was really smart and really a very good miss by Obi Agbum. He threw it hard, and it hit right off the front of the rim. Remember, 1.2 seconds on the clock. So UCF, no timeouts left. They can't get a clean rebound and throw it, the heave it the length of the floor. The ball comes back, and Baylor actually gets the rebound, and that was the winning margin. 1.87-86 Baylor over UCF on Saturday. So a big win for the Bears, and they're now 5-11 in Big 12 play. Not near where they would like to be or where Coach Drew would like the team to be, but really playing its best basketball here late in the year. You know, the win over Arizona State, the loss to Arizona, the Big 12 champs, 87-80, but played well in the game, then go and win over UCF. Now, what's next? Going to Houston to play the Houston Cougars coming up on Wednesday, 8 o'clock from Houston. And then Baylor will close, the men will close the regular season hosting Utah coming up this Saturday. This coming Saturday. So here is, let's play the game. If the Big 12 tournament began today, here are the matchups. With Baylor getting that win over UCF, they move up to the number 13 seed, and they will play the number 12 seed. This is right now, still with a couple of games left for everybody. Baylor 13 would play 12 Arizona State. First game of the tournament, 11:30 a.m. next Tuesday, March 10th. That's when the tournament begins. Baylor's going to be playing on that opening day, one way or the other. But they would play the first game of the day, 11:30 a.m. against Arizona State, a team Baylor played once this year and beat here in Waco. So that would be the opening matchup. Second game would be a 9th seed BYU against number 16 seed Utah. Third game, the evening session, 10th seed Cincinnati, number 15 seed Kansas State. And then the nightcap, 8:30 or so on March the 10th, 11th seed Colorado against number 14 seed Oklahoma State. The next 4 seeds would swing into action the next day, Wednesday, March 11th. If Baylor were to win that opening game, they would get 5th seed Kansas, first game of the day on Wednesday, March 11th. And it's kind of if you've been there, it's kind of the Kansas Invitational when you play in the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Kansas has great support. Iowa State has great fan support. And Kansas State does too. Missouri used to before they jumped leagues. Kansas would be the 5. West Virginia would be the 8 seed. TCU the 7. UCF would be the number 6 seed. Then the top 4 seeds, a double bye. Iowa State at 4, Houston at 3, Tech at 2, and Arizona at 1. So that is, if the Big 12 tournament began today, could still be some juggling around, shuffling around. I think Baylor's not locked into that spot, but I think that's where they'll end up, either the 13th seed or the 12th seed, which they play each other. So it would be that 11:30 a.m. game on Tuesday, March 10th. So still 2 games left in the regular season. All right, that's a look at basketball from the weekend. Arizona did win over Kansas. Just mollywopped them. Won by 23 points over Kansas in Tucson. That clinches at least a share of the Big 12 title for the Arizona Wildcats. They don't want to share. They play Iowa State tonight and a win there, and they would clinch it outright. That's the Big Monday game, final Big Monday game of the season. And another good one. I tell you what, those Big Monday games have been terrific this year. Great matchups, high-quality basketball, and this probably will be another one. Arizona at home hosting Iowa State coming up tonight at 8 p.m. All right, plenty more to come. We'll take a break and be back a little bit later. Mitch Thompson joins us, Baylor baseball coach. They're coming off the series in Houston, a huge win for the Bears on Friday to start that series. But we'll take a break and talk more about that when we come back. John Morris from the TFNB studios here on historic Elm Avenue. We're glad you're with us this morning. We're also brought to you by Brazos Landing. Enjoy the quiet atmosphere of the Brazos Landing's French Quarter with its beautiful river views. Open Tuesday through Sunday. They are closed today, but gear up for tomorrow and those $12 lunch specials like prime ribeye chicken fried steak, bourbon maple glazed bacon BLT, red beans and rice, and much more. Brazos Landing in Waco, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. We're back right after this.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@Zach Gelb Show.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you looking for top-shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show on a Monday, brought to you every weekday by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas, your Central Texas business bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in State Banks. Alliance Bank Central Texas values their relationships with their customers and their communities. 7 convenient locations across Central Texas, on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. And we're glad you're back and glad you're with us on this Monday morning, continuing to recap the weekend in Baylor athletics. Then Mitch Thompson will join us next segment, Baylor baseball coach. That's part of the recap. Baseball went down to Houston, played in the Bruce Bolt Classic there. Tough field for the Bears. They're playing 3 ranked teams back to back to back, and they opened against 11th ranked Ole Miss on Friday and won the game 6-5 in 10 innings over then 11th ranked Ole Miss. Great win. So we were leaving Friday afternoon, late afternoon, for Orlando, and I'm listening to Derek and Tom on the broadcast, and they get to the 9th inning, and Baylor ties it up 5-5, and then it's time to get on the plane and leave, close the doors and leave. And then we were in a smaller plane. We were separate from the team. So it was a 3-hour flight over there to Orlando. We land, I look at my phone, and that's when I find out that Baylor won in 10 innings, 6-5 over Ole Miss, but had to go 3 hours without knowing how that game ended up. It was tied when the last that I had heard. So great win for Baylor over then 11th ranked Ole Miss. Saturday played 3rd ranked Texas, played well, had some early miscues that cost them. They lost that game 5-2, but again, played pretty well against the number 3 ranked team in the nation. Then last night played UTSA to wrap things up. UTSA jumped on Baylor early. Bears made a late push, but lost the game 11-6. So lost 2 of 3 against 3 ranked opponents. But again, the headline, the highlight was the win over Ole Miss on Friday. So we'll visit with Coach Thompson more about that coming up in just a bit. Baseball next will be at Tarleton tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. in Stephenville. I would say the battle for the Bruner Cup, that's not official, but anytime Baylor and Tarleton get together, I like to call the name of Greg Bruner, great Baylor man, and Bruner Motors there in Stephenville. Very supportive of Tarleton State as well. So I'll say the unofficial battle for the Bruner Cup tomorrow in Stephenville. And then baseball hosts Air Force, a 3-game series at Baylor Ballpark this weekend. Conference play begins the next weekend against West Virginia. Softball over the weekend, they played McNeese State, and doubleheader Saturday, single game Sunday. Baylor lost both games to McNeese on Saturday, and then bounced back in a nice way to run rule McNeese on Sunday. 8-0 was the final score. So 1 of 2 there for Baylor softball. Next up, they'll play, I think it's Stephen F. Austin is coming up next for Baylor softball. And then acrobatics and tumbling, best program in the world, number 1 ranked, 10-time defending national champions. They hosted Oregon, number 2 in the NCATA national rankings on Saturday. And Baylor won. I mean, don't ever take that for granted, but Baylor won over Oregon, 54th consecutive win for Baylor acrobatics and tumbling, and a John Wooden-esque streak going for acrobatics and tumbling with 10 straight national championships now, going for number 11 this year and clearing a hurdle, knocking off Oregon on Saturday inside the Farrell Center in front of what looked like a really good crowd on Saturday. So that was great. Support that team, and Baylor A&T just continues to roll, and they did roll over Oregon on Saturday. All right, so you're caught up elsewhere. Also, women's tennis, they beat Arizona on Friday afternoon 4-3, then hosted number 6 Arizona State yesterday. Down to the wire, and Baylor loses 4-3 to Arizona State, but played really well against the number 6 team in the nation, Arizona State. So Baylor women's tennis 1-1, opening Big 12 play this weekend at home, 2 matches outdoors at the Herd Tennis Center. All right, you're caught up on Baylor athletics, all things happening there, heading into a new week now, and that includes baseball back in action tomorrow, as we mentioned, on the road in Stephenville against Tarleton State. Let's talk about that with Mitch Thompson, Baylor head baseball coach when we come back. John Morris Show brought to you in part by Kish's Complete Car Care. Family-owned and operated Kish's Complete Car Care in Waco has been serving Waco drivers since 1998. Voted #1 auto shop year after year, located on Franklin Avenue. To be more exact, 5300 Franklin Avenue. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Call now for your next repair. I will be at Kish's in about 50 minutes from now. Garrett, my wife went out and said, I think the tire pressure is low. It's showing it's low in one of my tires. So I looked at it, and it was very low. It was 12 PSI. And so I went and filled it up, and it came – this was yesterday, and it dropped back down. So there's got to be a nail or a screw or something in there. So so I get her car today to take care of that, and I'm glad to do it. But my first call is to Kish, and I talked to Brad there and explained the situation. He says, yeah, bring it in. We'll fix it out for you.
I need new brakes, so I might be following you over there.
There you go.
I might be following you to Kish's.
They can do it. You know, there's nothing vehicle related they can't do there. And a lot of people may not think of tires, buying tires, getting tire repaired there, but they do all that. So this is firsthand for me and our vehicles. And I'm headed to Kish's as soon as we sign off here in a little bit. 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco for Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Take a break. Back with more in just a moment. John Morris Show presented by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank, Central Texas. And we're back right after this.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
If you want a Boston sports show that's going to insult you as a fan and only cares about getting back at their old hosts or who Bill Belichick is dating, then keep tuning your radio. But if you want a sports show that's wicked good, wicked smart, wicked passionate, then you need the Wicked Boston Show with me, Cam Stewart. It is the only Boston sports talk show that is by the fans and for the fans. One voice in this city where the only BS is Boston sports. The Wicked Boston Show.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe, honestly.
At DeCampli's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
Hi, my name is Mike Lacey. I'm with Beyond the Game, a new podcast to the Rogue Media Network. Just when you thought you'd had a little bit too much about BYU, here we are to provide you even a little bit more. I, as part of the BYU group, am grateful that we're part of the Big 12 and really grateful that we're part of the Rogue Media Network. Thank you.
Welcome back to John Morris Show on a Monday on the Rogue Media Network. We are glad you are with us today and pleased and honored to welcome in Baylor Baseball coach Mitch Thompson, who's with us on a Monday morning. Back from Houston, 3 games in Houston. Mitch, thanks for your time. How are you this morning?
Good to see you, John. Glad to be with you.
Yep, you as well. And, tough competition, second week in a row for you guys. But, gosh, what a great win that was on Friday over Ole Miss.
Yeah, the tournament down in Houston was a challenge, which is exactly what we knew it would be when we scheduled it, which is exactly what we knew it would be before we got to the tournament. And, we had a good ball game, a great fight with Ole Miss, and came out on top, and then, came up short in another couple ball games, but playing good people, seeing great pitching, learning a lot about our team. It's all about trying to put it all together.
Yeah, and again, playing well, even though you didn't win those other games down there, Texas and UTSA, tough teams, but you played really well, I think, against both of them also.
Well, I don't feel like we played as good a defense as we've played, early in the season. I thought this weekend we struggled a little bit defensively. It hurt us a little bit. But yeah, we were in the games. Yesterday's game with UTSA got off to a pretty rocky start. The guys fought back and, ended up getting beat, and it wasn't what we were looking for. Obviously, we're not pleased with with where we're at right yet. But we are learning a lot about our team, learning about who we can trust on the mound, learning about who's going to give us really competitive at bats, and I think we're taking a step forward. I don't think you learn some of this stuff if you just schedule soft, and we have the ability to do that. We'll have the ability to schedule soft as we can, and win every game. But that's just not the way that I think we ought to be playing it. So we challenged ourselves. We came up short a little bit. We'll keep working.
Did I hear you say post-game yesterday with our man Cole Posey, who, by the way, did a really good job?
Well, good.
Eight 2-out runs. Is that right to UTSA?
Yeah. I mean, you're one pitch away from getting out of the inning, and we've got to make the better pitch, and we've got to be able to finish it. And so you get good for them. They fought. They're a really nice club. They're a really good team. They play hard. I think they're currently 10-1. The thing about the 3 teams that we played down there, Ole Miss was undefeated going into the tournament. Texas was undefeated going into the tournament. UTSA had lost once. I think combined going into the tournament, the 3 teams that we were playing were 23-1.
Oh man!
And so it wasn't like we were playing again Sisters of the Poor. So it was a true challenge. It didn't go the way we wanted it to. We wanted to come out on top.
How'd you feel about your pitching overall those 3 games this weekend?
Well, the last 2 weeks, we've been in these tournaments without our Friday night guy, Lucas Davenport, and I think we're going to start to get him back this next weekend, which will be a big boost for us. So we've had to scuffle a little bit there. I felt like our starting pitching on Friday was really good. Stephon Stahl was outstanding. He gave us 4 really good innings to get going. We're continuing to lengthen him out because he was not ready to be a starter lengthened out wise, kind of thrust into that role when Lucas had to step back for a couple weeks. But he's given us 2 really good outings. we didn't pitch well starting pitching wise either of the next 2 days, and fell behind. And but our bullpen did pitch well, I think, overall the entire tournament. So, there's something to be there's positives, but there's also things that we've got to continue to improve on. But like I said, that's why you play these tournaments. That's why you play the people that we're playing here, so that you can expose it. You're exposing yourself is what you're doing, and you're learning that we've got to continue to improve in these areas.
I don't have the stats in front of me from the weekend, but it seems like Travis Sanders is still swinging a pretty good bat for you.
Travis is still playing extremely well, swinging the bat. Had 3 hits last night again. Off the top of my head, a couple RBIs. He's playing extremely well, playing a really good shortstop, swinging the bat. We've moved him all the way around from first hole, one hole, 3 hole, 4 hole, trying to figure it out again, which works best for our lineup, and taking advantage of our guys from each day forward. And Travis is he's excelled at every area for us, no doubt.
Good deal. And the week ahead, Tarleton tomorrow on the road, and then Air Force coming in for a 3-game series this weekend.
Yep, this thing keeps going, right? It's 4 games a week, and Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Last night we got back into town, rolled into town about 2 a.m. Here we are getting ready. We'll leave tomorrow, go play at Charleston State, and then this weekend we do have Air Force for 3 here. And then we'll be finishing up a non-conference, weekends this weekend. So, this weekend will be a good opportunity for fans to come out and be at the ballpark, get out there and come support us. We appreciate them. We need them there. We love them, and we're going to get some things. We're going to keep improving. They just trust me. This team is a team that's going to fight. This team's a team that's going to compete. We're going to keep getting better, and so I think they'll enjoy being out there this weekend, and we need them there.
Very good. Final thought, playing in a major league park, it's got to be a thrill for those guys and for everybody, really, to play that tournament at the Astros home.
Yeah, there's 12 Division I teams that were playing in major league ballparks this weekend. We're one of the 12, of the 300 Division I teams in the country. And, to get a chance to play in that park and, having a lot of kids from down in the Houston area and family and, it's a thrill for the guys. There's no question about that. I think about Cash McDade, yesterday hit his first home run of his career as a freshman, and he'll never forget that. That was hit at Dakin Park in Houston, and that's a pretty cool memory that he'll have. So yeah, lots of good stuff, and I'm thrilled that the Astros Foundation wants us to be there. We'll be making plans to go back again in the future. And we're going to keep playing in tournaments like this that really challenge you, that keep forcing you to play extremely good people, and do that, and we'll keep trying to rise to the challenge and meet the challenge.
Very nice. Hey, long weekend for you. Late night coming back. Thanks very much for being with us this morning.
You got it, John. I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks a lot for all you do.
All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Mitch Thompson, Baylor head baseball coach. Bears back from Houston, played in the tournament there. Won one of the 3 games, 6-5 on the season now is the record. But Mitch was talking about how difficult they have scheduled here in non-conference, and that's going to be a plus down the road when they get into Big 12 play. And hopefully this team is in an NCAA regional later this year as well. So thanks to Mitch for being on with us. 2 a.m. arrived back in Waco after that game last night. And lucky for Baylor and UTSA, they drew the late game on Sunday of the tournament. All right, we'll take a break. Be back with more in just a moment. We are brought to you in part by Waco Foundation Repair. Thanks to David Maddox and the crew there. Locally owned and operated, Waco Foundation Repair believes in one principle: One family helping another. They provide a full range of foundation repairs. They don't just do the job, they do it right. WacoFoundationRepair.com is the website. Take a break. Back with more in just a moment. John Morris Show, presented by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing, and we'll be right back after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Come buy, sell, and trade at the longest-running card show in Central Texas, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame Collector Show, March 20th and 21st at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Come meet former Pittsburgh Steeler Greg Hawthorne and former San Antonio Spur Alvin Robertson on Friday. Saturday, former Dallas Cowboy Mel Renfro, Beasley Reese, and Baylor great Lake Seastrunk are scheduled to appear. Show hours are Friday 11 to 5, Saturday 9 till 4. Get your autographs authenticated by JSA both days. Dealers from Texas and Oklahoma will be exhibiting. For more information, visit theautographsinc.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. football talk, and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. All right, welcome back. Final segment, John Morris Show on a Monday morning. Hope you have a great Monday planned out there. One of the spots you heard in that break was for a card show, a card collectible show coming up. It's March 20th and the 21st at Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Britt Britton, a good Baylor man, is putting that show on. And really cool, the guests that will be there. Greg Hawthorne will be there. Greg, running back for Baylor and then on with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alvin Robertson will be there, basketball with the Spurs. And I think he was an Arkansas guy, wasn't he? Does that sound right?
Sounds familiar.
Alvin Robertson. I may have that wrong, but I think Arkansas. Mel Renfro will be there on Saturday, March 21st. Cowboy defensive back who actually, he was the guy who played basketball in college, right, at Oregon, and then went on to a great all-pro football career. Beasley Reese will be there. Beasley from right here in Central Texas, La Vega High School, and then a terrific pro career followed by a really terrific sportscasting career in Philadelphia, I think is where he was for many, many years. So Beasley Reese will be there, and Baylor great Lake Seastrunk, part of that show as well. Lake is a fun guy. So that's a good group of celebrities that will be there for the card show. It is March 20th and the 21st at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, Friday 11 to 5, Saturday 9 to 4. For more information, go to The Autographs Inc., theautographsinc.com, and put it on your calendar, March 20th and March 21st.
Yes, he was a Hog, and he played for Eddie Sutton.
There you go. Okay. I thought I had that right. Alvin Robertson, and then on with the Spurs. And a lot of folks may know him better as a San Antonio Spur. But that's the card show coming to Waco March 20th and the 21st. Garrett, are you a card collector at all?
I was as a kid. Yeah. I had a whole bunch, man, and I lost them, and I wish I would have them back, because once COVID hit, I think that's when everybody started like scrambling and getting back into things to kill your time, right? And the cards started blowing up, action figures and everything.
Yeah.
And I found one of my books during that time, but I could not find the rest of them, and I am pretty upset. I had some good stuff.
It's some good. Do you have any good ones left?
I don't have any great ones left. Like, my good ones are the ones that went missing, and I have no idea what happened. Like, do you have? I know you've had some cards. We've talked about this.
Yes,
what's your favorite card that you got?
Oh, my favorite. Of course, most of mine. So I collected pretty heavily when I was a kid.
Right.
10, 11, 12 years old. So that would have been 69, 70. Here's my age. 69, 70, 71, 72 were most of mine. And I was in Kentucky. So most of mine, I just went for the Reds.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to get Reds cards. So the best ones I have are some of those early Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, you know, Tony Perez. Those cards would be my favorite.
I think the most one, like a majority of mine, because my grandmother would, like, that was our hobby together, and she was a big Raiders fan.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Massive Raiders fan. So, like, most of my cards were like Raiders-centric stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't have
nice.
them anymore.
And probably none that I have great value, you know, on the open market, but they have value to me.
And that's all that matters.
That's right. That's what matters the most. So, so maybe it was, you mentioned COVID, and a lot of people got into it or got re-energized into it about that time. That was probably when I did. I had a trunk that was just full of them, and I had some time, and I think I went through them, and I really got rid of a bunch. But then my grandson Truett saw this box of cards
that I was really intending to get rid of. And he said, oh, wow. And he looked at him. And so we started talking about it, and I handed them all off to him. So he was into it for a short time. It didn't last very long, but he was into it. And that was fun to see, you know, how he got so interested in that. He still has some, but he's not, you know, not consumed by it.
Hey, it happens, man. They got a lot of distractions.
Right. True. A lot of other things going on, but it was really fun to see and kind of share that with him. So I got a good Mickey Mantle. The one that's probably worth the most is a Mickey Mantle card.
Ooh,
68, I think. So that one's
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I love going to Bankston's here in Waco.
Yeah, Bankston's legit.
Bankston's will be at this card show on March 20th and 21st, and a lot of others. Dealers will be there as well. All right. So birthdays now. Let's mention birthdays and anniversaries. Let's go back to Anna, Garrett's wife, and her birthday was Saturday was the day, right?
Yes, it was.
Saturday was the day. So happy birthday. Garrett said, I did not say, Garrett said 40
I did.
For the birthday.
I put it out there, 40.
So happy birthday. Just embrace the big 40. So her birthday was Saturday. Today, among those birthdays today, Michael Enriquez. Happy birthday to Michael, son-in-law of Pat Nunley. And it's John Nunley's birthday today, also Pat's brother. So a big birthday day for the extended Nunley family. Happy birthday to both of those guys. It is Mary Beth Cox's birthday today. She worked with us at Baylor for a while now. I think still at the Methodist home, working there in Waco. Josh Lawson's birthday today. A lot of you may know Josh here and around Central Texas. Paul McManus, his birthday is today. And I think that may be all that I have for today. Any others to add?
Nobody today,
Nobody.
Jim.
All right. So happy birthday to those folks. If we missed you, I do apologize. Coming up later this week, young Turner Beard's birthday. Turner is one of our grandsons, and he had his birthday is it's Thursday, but he had a party yesterday, and it was a skating party.
Ooh,
yeah, at Waco Skate here in Waco.
Did you get out on the rink?
I did not get out there. My wife did. She made one lap around, and she said, that's it. And she was off the floor.
That's all you need.
Yes. But young Turner was on, some of them were doing skates, like the 8 wheels. Some of them were doing the blades, rollerblades. Yeah. He had blades, and the wheels lit up, and man, he was tearing it up.
That is awesome.
He was so good out there. He's turning 6. So he's 6 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
But he was so good out there on the floor yesterday.
I haven't been skating in forever. Like, I could never do the force side. Like, but when you got the rollerblades, that was the only way I could skate.
Right. All right. So here's, as we near the top of the hour, let's go back. And when I was growing up in Danville, Kentucky, my dad was pastor at the church, a church there, and left. He wanted to create something for good Christian, wholesome entertainment. So he built a skating rink in Danville, Kentucky. Yeah. So I grew up working at that skating rink.
That's awesome.
It's still there. It's still a skating rink. It's not a swap and shop or anything now. It's still a skating rink. And it's right there on the bypass in Danville, the Windjammer Skaterama. So growing up all through high school, I was working at the skating rink that whole time.
That is awesome.
So I did back in the day, and that's been a few days ago. I was out on the skating floor quite a bit, and that was fun. And actually going there yesterday brought back a lot of pretty good memories. So
that's good,
really fun, and a fun party for Turner Beard, and we'll celebrate him on his real birthday later this week. Hey, thanks to Steve Campbell, who is tuned in. I was thinking Baylor softball played Stephen F. Austin, and Steve confirms that. That comes up at 6:30 tomorrow night. It is 254 night at Getterman Stadium, Baylor SFA. So make plans to be there tomorrow evening. Thanks, Steve, for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. And that's what is next for Baylor softball. All right, we're going to move out of here, make room for what is next, and then whatever you have going on your day today. Thanks for being with us from the newly christened TFNB Your Bank for Life studios here at historic 101 Elm Avenue in Waco. We're glad you're with us. Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow in the 9 a.m. hour. Thanks to Coach Mitch Thompson, who was on with us. If you missed any or all of that, you can go back and find the archive of this and all shows and interviews on YouTube, on Facebook, on X. So remember, that is always an option there. John Morris Show presented by the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank, Central Texas. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Sports don't stop, and neither do we. Welcome to 365 Sports, your home for real conversations, original shows, and coverage that lives where sports actually happen. Join David Smoke, Craig Smoke, and myself, Paul Catalina, for in-depth interviews and local stories to the moments national media misses. 365 Sports brings you the voices, debates, and perspectives fans care about every single day. Subscribe now on YouTube, search 365 Sports, and never miss a moment, because sports aren't seasonal. They're 365.
At DeCampli's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. Been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.
Hey, it's Matt Mosley of The Matt Mosley Show. We want you to watch our show every day, 1 to 3 on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. And you get to see big name guests like Gary Patterson, Art Briles, Scott Drew, Doug McNamee, major Cowboys insiders, ESPN legends like Sal Palantonio. When news breaks on Cowboys or Baylor or NFL, we want you to look here first. 1 to 3 weekdays, it's the Matt Mosley Show.